Hello. Hello, hello.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Freeze! Ha! Ha! Dodge this! Ah! doesn't look good.
Decided by destiny. To oblivion! Shadows of fate! There is no escape!
Freeze!
Now you shall perish! Written in the stars!
That was unexpected.
Hello, welcome.
Delved into destiny! Fate is upon you! Inazuma shines eternal!
Oh, so sorry.
Step aside.
I'm not done. Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting.
An assassin from our homeland? Or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chainsa? Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Dodge this!
Boba, get them!
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Cool it! Dodge this!
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors. Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
We seek but a small haven of tranquil waters. Is that so much to ask for? Water will exist forever.
हाँ, क्या हुआ? देर
Listen, let me tell you how it is.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant. Listen, let me tell you how it is.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Leo's really
Let me tell you how it is.
Should I save this money or invest it?
Try something new at the ramen restaurant. Listen, let me tell you.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Try something new at the ramen restaurant. Listen, let me tell you how. Try something new at the ramen restaurant. Listen, let me tell you how.
Add Astra. Thank you for completing. Add Astra.
everyone.
Ah, Granny.
So, no good news for me then?
You saw right through me. The Traveler collected a lot of spirits, and I checked all of them one by one. None of them matches Leela's description.
I figured. It was written all over your face. It's alright. I didn't exactly have high hopes for the needle in a haystack approach anyway.
Leela's condition is still stable, but we're not
Well, luckily, I made some progress on my end. Leela's parents told me that he made a new friend recently. And on one occasion, they secretly followed him and saw— yeah, some guy who goes by the name Kokuchu, dressed in what looked like Inazuma
Is this really all I'll need, Mr. Kokachu?
Based on my studies of the ancient
Oh,
texts,
it's this guy.
hypersensitivity
It's the
is usually
Abyss
treated with
Lecter.
desensitization therapy. So now, for a poor chap like yourself with no sensitivity to spirits whatsoever, you'll have to completely
Is it risky?
You're the spirit duffer, not me. I'm sure you're more clued up than I.
Alright, but I do have one last. People like me obviously don't have much clout in this tribe, so.
You think I'm looking for a reward? Oh,
What?
just a friendly guy who's happy to help.
What? So some random guy from Inazuma just—
Hypersensitization therapy, huh? What a novel idea. Could that really work?
not on Leela by the looks of things.
It's anything but novel. Our tribe used to offer it as a treatment once upon a time. But it was so fraught with risks and had such an abysmal success rate that it was eventually— As for this Kokuchu fellow, I'm sure he has his own— Leela's parents gave me the address of the camp, so I went and checked it out. There were—
What's this?
a broken shard. You feel that? It might look— Leela must have used this as his medium. It would definitely explain how a spirit duffer like him was able to trigger a—
Wait, there's something else. It feels so—
Connected how? Is it—
No, more like... I think this
Okay, that's it. Granny's getting itchy clear—
cool, same as last time? The Traveler can—
Nope.
Why?
It's a safety— You have a better understanding of the spirit domain than the Traveler. If this—
Ah, see, Paimon? Told you Granny has a... Meanwhile, I'm just a grandkid.
Hey.
Sorry, Granny. I'm ready now.
Then let us begin.
Alright, what's on the scroll this time?
Hey, don't you think one of the pieces looks just like this shard?
You're right! It seems to—
I saw a bow just like this in one of Granny's scrolls.
Yes. It's the weapon Sanhaj used in the Battle of the Mare Javari. I guess that proves it.
Good old Sanhaj. The relic's spiritual energy was fluctuating very strongly, but I wasn't in any...
Now that's a true hero, huh? Generations later—
I still think there's more to this story, though. Kokuchu—
Well, okay, we—
I don't know if he'd have anything to gain by doing that. Even if they're Sanhaj relics, I still doubt he'd have much...
Also, why use a spear?
Huh? Leela's body is responding—
Let me take a look. I can sense a spirit being drawn to the—
Looks like Granny's...
In that case, let me try again.
You can do it, Granny. I'm ready to go too.
You got the itch.
Yes, Auroran went last time.
Fine by...
All right, if you ins— You ready? All right.
A map?
Could it be?
The Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari was reduced to a desolate wasteland after that big battle. Or rather, it became known as the Mare Javari after what happened there. The ashes of the monsters and warriors who fought there covered the entire battlefield. Sometimes, bone-chilling cries. That place is full of untold dangers and mysteries. Over the centuries, that lasted up until around 20 or 30 years ago, when strange things started happening. People started speaking of an enormous dark creature the size of a mountain, roaming around inside the Mare Javari. And then, shortly after that, the whole region just completely disappeared.
What?
I know, right? Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, the place indicated on this map is where it used to be before it disappeared. At the westernmost part of Natlan. It's a very remote location, far away from any of the tribes. There never used to be a settlement there, but there's more people. Anyway, this is what aged up.
That's just an excuse.
Hold on a second. There's a spirit approaching the shard and the woven scroll.
Oh, Leela's body is responding again!
Ah, quite a strong reaction this time. Does the—
I sense it too. There's a soul nearby. Almost a complete—
Ah! This is creepy, but...
It seems like the plan has worked.
So,
Not today. You might think bringing a spirit back into it. I need to borrow a ceremonial sword and make some other. But don't worry. Now that his spirit's returned, there's just one step left. Let's meet up again in 2 days.
So we are going to Mare Javari in the next quest. Maybe.
When the sun's out, bathe in the sun. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
वहाँ बैठो या पंखा चल रहा है वहीं बैठो.
Bring it! Look alive!
Bow your head.
Let's hope you'll
Be
get
sanctified.
divided.
Stick around.
Buckle up!
The tides beckon.
As one with wind and cloud, wind strider. Bring it! Let's get it on!
Let the mighty be humbled. Silence! The tides beckon. Settle down. Bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled.
Aura.
Ad Astra.
Thank you for Add Ast.
wind. Huh? Go! Phew!
Off we go! Adventure time! Bring it!
Time to go.
Going in! Let's light it up!
Wind strike.
Is it my time?
Bro, why is my ping so bad?
Clouds high. The birds call.
Let's light it up! Bring it! Teamwork is dreamwork! All right.
Wind strider.
Everybody stand back!
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strider.
Bring it! Let's light it up!
क्या रे, क्या हाल चाल? क्या हाल चाल रे? अरे नंबर लेके चल गया.
Adventure time! I'm going in! Wind strike.
Go! Time to go! See?
लो ब्रो क्या चाल सब बढ़िया
Teamwork is dreamwork. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Bring it. Wind strike.
ग्रेट नहीं करा बेइज्जती करा दी
This isn't good.
Everybody stand back.
बनाने लग गया शादी में मुझे कह रहा था सर्दी हो गई अरे तुमको टोपी दिया था भाई अपना
All right. Wind strider. Let engraved names echo. Bring it.
बताओ टोपी दिए थे रात में फिर भी सर्दी हो गया वैसे हमको भी हो गया ऐसा थोड़ा सा तो हुआ है क्या फालतू फालतू पीस देता है क्रिट रेट लेकिन डिफेंस में स्टार्ट किया पूरा खखार रहे हैं उस दिन से मिटवा का असर नहीं हुआ सर्दी हटा नहीं मिटवा से मुर्गा खा लो बढ़िया से ठीक हो जाएगा सर्दी ये कौन जगह है भाई
All right.
मिटवा दोबारा सही में नहीं दिया भाई अरे मिटवा मिलता है मजा आता है अरे हमको भी चर्बी मिला था वेस्ट वाला जगह है बोला जहाँ पे ड्रैगन को हरा था ओ भाई अरे परमिशन नहीं मिलेगा नहीं है परमिशन Once the Python King, the Secret Lord, and the Fell Dragon, fully dragon and fully human, he now slumbers here in silence until the end of time. मर गया बेचारा अपने बपुआ का पॉलिटिक्स में मर गया दूसरा आईडी में आर्कन क्वेस्ट करने का टाइम हो चुका है। इस आईडी का तो डेलीज हो गया। Now time to do the Archon quest. कहाँ जाना था वैसे आर्कन क्वेस्ट के लिए? फाउंटेन ना। टिंग 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 टिंग। आठ बजे।
I can't decide whether... Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mir.
आज हम लोग को जेल से निकलने का मौका मिलेगा। Masquerade of the Guild.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meripede via the regular...
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry. Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine.
Let's go ask the Duke.
क्या था ये? समझ में नहीं आया। कुछ तो था। भूकंप था।
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two.
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just...
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from... Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater.
So the fort...
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem...
Huh. You've got a point. By the way...
I believe to...
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes.
Yep. It's you two. That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that... Oh, yeah. Then be sure to come back and...
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go.
You're not going to see...
I knew you'd ask.
Well, you actually agreed.
Ah, so you do have a polite...
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel... Yeah, don't worry. We'll come back to see you.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of... Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meripede report to him.
You're going to see Monsieur Nervillette?
I'm sure just your regards.
Oh,
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days.
Ballet Memonia. बताओ इसको पढ़ा जाएगा पैले मेमोरिया, हम पढ़ेंगे पलाइस मरमोनिया।
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Nervillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me.
Would you? I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hand.
Oh.
Everyone's so busy.
Hello. You've come at the right time. In the meantime, please, have a seat.
That's all right.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to...
All right. That should wrap...
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede.
That's right. And we came here to see... Do you have any idea what that might...
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather a whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Teva.
Immersed in primordial seawater?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not complete... Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! We asked the Duke and he said it was...
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular... The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels...
The water levels rose?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already... If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater...
Navia should be in Poisson, right?
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately... I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first.
There's no time to lose. Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Oh no. What happened? Navia should be around here, right? We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the...
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
Oh.
He looks pretty sad.
My leg. How could this have happened?
Just hang in there. Help is...
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly...
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to...
He's wounded?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof.
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1, and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to...
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right. You'll be... I'm sorry.
The situation...
Right. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, the rushing water seemed a little odd. Almost like the unique color of primordials. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been... The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are... No one knows if this could happen again. How
awful.
It was quite frightening indeed.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Sorry. I need to go for now.
And out she goes. Seems it might be a...
Okay. The wounded are being tended to. Of course, Traveler.
Huh? Right now?
Thank you. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation...
That's how things are.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver... They...
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but they were helping evacuate the residents, and... I've known them for so long. I could at least hold a funeral for my father, and I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just... gone.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestone.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something.
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your...
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companion.
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. Alright, but I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like that.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, Malus and Silver have helped me. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia.
Thank you. By the way, you can have a look at this.
Oberna, Khan, Burnett, so...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. Malus and Silver were not the price.
You're right. What you said just now was pretty amazing.
Oh!
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave? What?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was not. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharp.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head count.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our...
Without your help, there would have been many...
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver.
Don't say that. You, as Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific... I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words.
You're right. I'm sorry. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately...
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Terre. I still have some things to take care of, and... By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just...
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that you and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Maripede's sluice. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpected.
So that's why
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Linny told me that outside of the house, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship.
Oh! That's some...
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to...
Excuse me, but may I tackle...
You wish to join, Miss...
But are you sure you're up to...
Well, I'm sad, yeah. There's no point in being depressed while we still have... Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something...
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What are you? All right. The ruins are to the south of...
Okay, the three of us will handle... So, are these the ruins?
They seem to be pretty...
Let's go in and have...
Just be careful.
Nice and spicy! Scatter!
Decided by destiny.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
Let me...
Spring forth! Booba, get them!
Delve in...
Scatter! Out of the frying pan, into...
Let me scribe.
Propagate!
The stars are fading.
Dodge this.
Scatter! Booba, get them! What? The floor here isn't safe! Out of the frying pan, into... Ha!
Dodge this.
Shadows of fate.
Scatter! this place has also been contaminated by...
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be any... don't get Paimon wrong. We're not safe.
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. That complicates things.
In that case, do you want to...
The water levels here are unstable. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just...
All right. Come with us. Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
There's something wrong with this bridge!
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be...
Maybe she just wants some time.
Hmm?
Yes, it...
That's quite possible.
Oh, right. It must have... This is a familiar...
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. I was just trying to recall...
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He requested our help.
We were headed to see how things...
Ah, right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too.
How have you...
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were knocking at my door day and night.
Sometimes force is required to...
That's right.
Oh, yes. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have done without...
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants.
Very well.
Wait. Excuse me, madam.
That's right.
No, it's nothing.
I've heard this name before.
And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time,
Huh? We do...
Well, now...
Miss Navia, here you are! My trial?
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time.
Oh?
Look, it's Navia!
And her two attendants are with her! Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to... Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essa. And as for the judge...
Please sit in the
All right.
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have
Enough with the whispering!
My dear Miss Navia, have you not, as all here know, you are Master After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just, not only you, but your butler, your subordinates.
Wait a moment.
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand. We are one big family, all of us who are from Port. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty.
Huh? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed.
Oh, well, if.
How? I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She...
Stay here, Navia! You're one of...
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mistress Ronville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent...
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as a... Please do not mistake her actions.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must... Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro. And in the end, now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay.
And you would call this justice? Have you forgotten how much you all want...
Do you mean...
If your justice is flawed, then why should we...
As you said, we can also have our own justice. And that...
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurt. I remember now. Everything that's Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid. And don't admit...
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority. Don't let them escape! We...
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to... After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying? No more excuses.
She says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people? Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss... No.
Silence.
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day.
Our thanks.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that...
Malus. Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake? Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still...
It looks like you're...
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a...
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved. I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment. Perhaps were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what?
Perhaps those two Oceanids were the people...
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
Please come with me.
Neverland, are you okay?
Hmm? Oh, I am quite all right.
Why do you look so Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type to...
I merely thought that we should give Navia some...
Huh? Why didn't you just...
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the...
No way, don't worry.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that...
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately. And I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meripede.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. So, Neverlet. This isn't going anywhere.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the nave. We had a...
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Dodge this!
Boba, get them!
Destiny cannot be denied.
Nice and spicy! Propagate! Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step. Watch out! There are rocks falling over here!
Don't get frostbite. Cool it!
Boba, get them! Scatter!
Dodge this!
Eat this!
This moment will be frozen.
Nice and spicy! Ha!
Freeze!
Boba, get them! Germinate!
Shadows of fate.
Oh, so sorry.
Brace you!
Freeze.
Nice and spicy!
Cool it.
Delve into destiny.
Dodge this.
Let me scribe.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Boba, get them!
Cool it.
Dinner's gonna burn. Written in the stars. Leave my space. The stars are fading.
Dodge this. Cool it. Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
Bruh.
Dodge this.
Shadows of fate.
Freeze.
Scatter! Brace you!
Delve into destiny.
Propagate! Nice and spicy! Scatter! Boba, get them!
Let me scribe.
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it.
This was not foretold. Destiny cannot be denied.
Dodge this.
Shadows of fate. Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
At the frying pan, into the fire! You're toast!
The stars are fading.
Boba, get them! Brace you! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Freeze. Dodge this.
Nice and spicy!
Oh, so sorry.
Water!
This was not foretold. Shadows of fate. Delve into destiny.
Get them!
Freeze. What's the hurry?
Nice and spicy!
No! Did I ruin everything?
Don't get frostbite. Freeze!
My reckoning has come.
No, wait! Just a second!
At least it started from here.
You're awake? Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still...
It looks like it.
Did all this happen?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. You were just about to... I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only... Were it not for their intervention...
Wait! Did you say...
Perhaps those 2...
I always...
Please come with me.
Neverland, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all...
Why do you look so... Oh, Paimon, no...
I merely thought...
Huh?
Ah, siege.
No way!
I see.
Oh, and the...
Thank you.
He still doesn't know. So, never...
Yes, in fact, amid my...
Yeah!
I'm... I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Propagate!
Freeze! Don't push him.
Let me scry!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Cool it!
Shadows of fate!
This moment will be frozen.
Nice and spicy!
Leave my space! Delve into destiny!
Scatter! Out of the frying pan,
Freeze!
Nada Kundala.
Oh no! Another unstable path! Watch your step! Watch out! There are rocks falling over here! Help!
Decided by destiny!
Do the frostbite.
Let me scry!
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
Yeah. Delve into destiny!
Propagate!
Cool it!
Out of the frying pan, Germinate!
Fate is upon you! Destiny cannot be denied.
Water! Scatter!
Freeze! Cool it!
Propagate!
Freeze!
Scatter! Spring forth!
Delve into destiny!
Oh, so sorry.
The stars are fading.
Freeze!
Scatter!
Cool it! What's the hurry? You're getting... My nerves. Don't get frostbite.
Propagate!
Freeze!
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden...
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates. It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for...
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past.
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose.
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing...
And is that Lady Farina in the 3rd image?
And is that a ring of people?
The 4th image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters. And only... More information should be hidden in these slates. but I fear I cannot easily uncover.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Ooh, the Paimon's getting the chills just look. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the problem.
I really hope.
Still.
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance, the previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents...
But who would have created these slates and left these words?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from
In that case, there's no time to lose.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here.
You still...
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard... Traveler, I will go to... I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by...
Are you really gonna tell...
She has long...
Alright.
I will be careful.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house up... Alright.
We're finally back!
Welcome back.
Yay! And there's good food! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened.
Oh, that voice. Is that...
Huh?
It's you two.
Mona?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because
yeah.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great there was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now. Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including a both.
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one.
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great scholar of the stars. Just take it.
Thrice as great?
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call her...
Talk about excessive.
Megistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to...
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're...
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and...
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you...
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things... There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the invitation was sent quite early on.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist. And that this prophecy I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve...
A visionary?
Of course. The old hag could do it. And I bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something. All right.
Thanks, Mona. You're amazing.
Oh, well,
That's the great...
Indeed.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about.
Oh, oops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. The thing... that's more... Good morning. To be honest, I'm still feeling... But it's time to get up, Traveler. We agreed to go...
You're here.
Is something...
Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina, they...
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses, but it is not my intention to offend you. But please, look at this. This is a list.
You mean...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster. I will say this once more. You must... Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson.
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. But you found that...
That's correct. Which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other... The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a float.
I don't.
I'll ask you again. My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to...
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself, and I understand your concerns, but...
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations. There are several indications that you have been investigating. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is... You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm
Panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached in... Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding. Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue, we may have to create a situation in...
Who? Like...
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial.
But Farina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at that.
We will need to consider this thoroughly. Join force... If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse. This may be cruel to him, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses. But who will let...
Well, that's everyone. Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's part.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most.
That's what families should do.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for...
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me?
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as...
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh.
अबे कल एक लोगो
You
बनाने
might be
वाला
right.
कांटेक्ट किया था.
Anyway, to cut to
अच्छा,
the chase,
क्या बोला?
our friend, as for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our
क्या
efforts
बोला?
together to create a series of traps.
Oh?
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand. And you...
Huh? Didn't...
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice.
बोला
You
बना
might
देंगे
even pick
जैसा
up some
बोलेगा.
fancy oratory tricks to
तो
impress your boss with in the future.
लोगो तो तेरा ठीक है. तुम
I
बनाएगा
see.
नया क्या?
And what does
बनाएगा
my
तो फिर
boss
इसी से
say?
भी बनवा सकता है. वो भी तो बनाता ही है.
He is glad
उसका
that
लोगो
you
का वो तुम
considered him
सैंपल देखा
your
था?
boss. Do
अगर
go
तुमको
on.
लगा कि उसका लोगो का सैंपल अच्छा है तो देख लो.
In that case,
$50 बोल दिया.
do any of you have experience?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we...
I've also gone down.
I'm afraid not, though that was their name. Today, Fontaine, a trap. So,
उसको बोला
if
कि
we
तुमको
were to build
धंधा
a
करने
trap
आता है.
together, right now, what would you choose
उसको
to
बोलो
build?
ना जब $50 बोला उसको
For
बोलो तुमको
me,
धंधा
I
करने
would
आता है.
prefer something
बोले तुम
basket-shaped.
बिजनेस में है ना ब्रो.
Pigeons and rabbits
तुमको
will
धंधा
see the
करने
bait
आता है.
and naturally
तुम
enter
उसको
the snare.
$50 बोल रहा है जिसका
Our
चैनल
line of
मोनेटाइज
work
भी नहीं हुआ है.
requires a deft hand, and we're some of the best.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you?
Yes, and I even managed to gather some...
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting for the fish to come within reach.
अबे तुम
That's the
कहियों का
kind
हो
of
भाई.
method I would count on.
कहियों का हो.
Calm and steady. Exactly
बाहर
the
का
kind of
लोग को भी
person who would
धंधा
catch
मालूम
loads
होना
of
चाहिए
fish.
ना.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I remember that you like those
$50 में आदमी एक montage बना
And
लेगा
that would be
भाई.
a good way to
edit
go
करा
about
के.
it.
तुम
If
समझता
they're
है?
realistic enough, animals of the
$50
same
बहुत
kind
ज़्यादा
will follow them all the way to the trap.
$50 सोच रहा है.
What
तो
about
तुम
you,
सोचो
Monsieur
कि
Neuvillette?
$50 किसके लिए बोल रहा हूँ?
Fear
लोगों
I
के
do
लिए
not
बोल
have
रहा है.
any
लोगों को
related
तुमको और कुछ नहीं
experience.
मिलेगा.
That makes sense. You usually
हम
solve
बोले
problems
कल
direct,
बताते.
but I do have one more question for you, Monsieur.
पागल हो गए क्या भाई?
If we were to
$50 कौन
create a
देगा?
trap
मेरा
now,
चैनल अगर मोनेटाइज
how would
नहीं
you
है,
design
मतलब
it?
मेरा चैनल से मेरा इनकम नहीं आ रहा है.
Would like
तो
for it to
हम
be
लोगों के पीछे क्यों
effective,
खर्चा
but
करेंगे?
bring
हम
no
$50
harm to
उसको
the
हम दे
prey.
सकते हैं कोई और चीज
A
के
more
लिए.
gentle
जैसे
trap
वीडियो
would be
एडिट कर
ideal.
देगा या कोई
Kind as always.
ये बना देगा
However,
ओवरले
our
टाइप का
intention doesn't
या
necessarily change the containment device and
लोडिंग
the type
स्क्रीन
of
टाइप का बना
implement we
देगा
need.
जैसे डॉक्टर डिस्ट्रेस
If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes...
Wait, why is that?
Only a hunter who's a
हम
true
लोग एक
expert at
यूट्यूबर के लिए
subduing
काम
their
करते थे हम और
prey can
ऋषि.
snare it without
तो
harming
हम
it.
लोग $50 अगर
The
कभी
line that
लिए होंगे
divides
उससे
life
ना
and death is
तो
often exceedingly
उसका
thin.
मोनेटाइज बनाने के लिए लिए होंगे जो कि
So,
बहुत हाई
are
ग्राफिक्स
we
गेम का
going
था तो
hunting
उसका लिए
together?
थे. कम से कम 5-10
We
मिनट
hadn't
का
thought of seeing
मोनेटाइज टाइप
ourselves
का
as
था.
hunters. It kind of works, but...
तब लिए
If
है
our
वो भी
means of
40-45
capturing
से
and
लेते थे
dealing with
50 का
our
भी लेते
prey is
थे
to
हम
put
लोग.
them on trial, But we shall
क्योंकि हम लोग
require
ज़्यादा
much
कि नहीं
more
भाई
courage
उतना
than any.
ज़्यादा लेकिन हाँ अभी तो 50
so
लेगा
that's
ऋषि
what's going
50
on.
से ज़्यादा ही लेगा अगर वो
Sounds
बनाएगा तो
very
उसका उतना हो
interesting.
गया है लोगों के लिए थोड़ी अगर वो बोलता लोगो उसके बाद बैनर उसके बाद ओवरले सब मिला करके 50 तो हो जाता अरे भाई तू कितनों भी अच्छा सैंपल दे देगा ना फिर भी 50 वर्थ इट नहीं है 50 बाद में आता है जब तुम्हारा चैनल ग्रो कर जाता है तुमको थोड़ा सा लोगो वगैरह देखना होगा अपना कि थोड़ा सा अट्रैक्टिव लगे चैनल ताकि लोग सब्सक्राइब वगैरह करें तब आता है अभी चैनल बड़ा नहीं है मोनेटाइज नहीं हुआ है पैसा आ नहीं रहा है तुम डाल देगा 50 उसको भी दिमाग नहीं है 5-10 बोलता ना तो मान लेते ऐसा तो हम बना देंगे लग रहा था क्रेयोल से बना रहा इंडिया का है इंडिया का है कि बाहर का है पैसिफिक टाइम बोल रहा है तो फिर बाहर का होगा मतलब वो इंडिया में जो बाहर रहता है कि कोई और
It's hard to say. After all, you're the most reliable person. Did you just pour some? I've never seen that.
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you two for tea. I merely
Who's that voice? But there's.
बाहर का है
What a strange and yet even you feel confused. As such, I couldn't resist but come by for consider me a pass. Precisely. Call me N, a mage who wanders the world. At least, that's how my friends have suggested that I introduce myself. The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesized will be fulfilled. You may view such things.
What?
People call such things fate, and it is written in the stars. Ah, so you've caught on. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods.
Stream पे ही आया था ना कि
Could things be happening in hidden are the things that you shall see.
What is she talking about? It all sounds really impressive and important and stuff, but it also sounds kind of scary.
I believe that you understand, right? Some things are insignificant, but others you must reach out to change. Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. This was good teach.
The voice.
आज ले लेंगे लैपटॉप मोस्ट प्रोबेबली अच्छा तब ऑर्डर करके लेगा कि जाके लेगा
Hey, it's you who's getting late.
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter. Fine, just fine. Not all Fontanians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that...
Did she?
Why, yes, it was Charlotte. I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow their lives to be commandeered by just a few words?
That's right!
Ah, yes. About what we had discussed before. I did try, but I'm Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you...
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary.
Hexen
As for
Circle.
the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. But I've never met her. And if she were still alive, she'd be... Well, suffice it to say that the hag's at least a few hundred now, and N's been around for longer than that.
Whoa. The Hexen
चलेगा
Circle
साथ में तो
sounds like
चलना
a scary group.
Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she came...
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything she said.
Yes, she was quite cryptic, but I suspect she means that there is still a way to turn things around. She didn't say when or what that would be, though. Perhaps it is something that you cannot know right now. Traveler, Paimon?
Oh, we're fine.
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So far as I have seen, it cannot be swayed. But even so, I still hope for. Perhaps that's what En was trying to tell you. Not to lose heart. I did originally think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't. Even if this is all futile, I still wish to help
Huh. You do have a point.
There I go, talking of... It was worth trying to comfort you. I suppose that might be why...
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Paimon suddenly feels like going outside for a walk.
भैया के साथ जाएगा.
Let's go.
हाँ. Decide कर लिया कौन सा
Let's
लेगा.
walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
अभी तक 3 गो हेक्सेन सर्कल का मेंबर का नाम सुने हैं. एक तो क्ली का मम्मी है एलिस, फिर एक है रायन डॉटर जो उसका मास्टर है, और अल्बेरो का मम्मी है, और फिर तुम्हारा मेजन. हाँ वही जो बताए थे 40-50. तब सही है. फिर उसी से स्ट्रीम भी हो जाएगा तेरा. तुम वूवा भी स्ट्रीम कर सकता हो उससे, अगर तुम अपना डेटा प्लान वगैरह सही रखेगा और OBS वगैरह देख लेगा.
Huh? Our names are written in this newspaper. Let Paimon see. The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has... My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little... Thus, did an Outlander... So while the fortress... Journalist Charlotte... Huh. Charlotte took... She hasn't been able to get a hold of any... Ugh, seriously?
माइनक्राफ्ट खेलने के लिए पीछे ले रहा. वाओ, डेडिकेशन.
Paimon's hungry. Should we go in and get something to eat?
वूवा, एल्डन रिंग, गॉड ऑफ वॉर, सब खेल सकता है. मजा आएगा. स्ट्रीम कर सकता है भी. अरे यार चार्ज नहीं लगा देगा लैपटॉप.
Quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day! It was so delicious the last time we...
One slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after all! Oh! Wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia!
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It's...
Wait! Did he really say something like that?
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it...
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing?
But why would it close?
Well, Paimon doesn't know either.
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid... No. It's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you...
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go? These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
Oh, you know Sijuin?
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans. She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily. Yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food. I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now.
And there she goes.
पीठ में पंख है. देखने दे.
I'm unsure this... It's more delicious than... Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious.
अरे भाई पिंक आया होगी मेरा
Oh, we're near the Seabird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon! Oh, have you seen the article?
Ha! You've got some nerve! You just used us to...
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that it's all right, though.
Really? Oh, Paimon...
Still, what brings...
A friend of ours met you a while back.
Ah, so she mentioned me?
She said that you're a real dick.
Nice.
Huh? So your art...
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more like...
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh.
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! Ooh, so much...
Wait, Charlotte. Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If...
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking... If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and from what I've seen, most people don't know what they do should the worst come to... So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be Just think about it. If this nation really... And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that... I'm not a dreamer, but anyway...
That's so nice. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? The sea breeze and scenery can be a... Paimon's been thinking... If it wasn't Fontaine, but all of... No, Paimon should ask if you could choose... We've always been moving to the next destination, so... You mean... still traveling? Huh. Like he'll grow more. But it's still better than the fortress.
Ah, so the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillac sent me to... Not at all. Yes, inside the
A run?
Well, that said, Lady Farina was watching a performance at the Opera House, loudly accusing her of doing nothing. And before she could respond, the crowd continued to grow in protest against the...
So people have started to put the blame on Fer...
I agree. People will naturally rely on God.
So what happened after that is Farina...
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless, the Marechaussee Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when things...
So... You mean...
That's right. The Marechaussee has dispatched many people to search. That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god, after all. Even if she were to fall into the... Good.
Don't worry. This is more than...
Is that so?
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know... And as we... When Nervalet would... It would be... Paimon thinks for... Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon... In that case, This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible.